Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all doing well. I am back with my get to know me. This is the part 2. There will only be 2 parts. I'm not going to ramble on about the rest of my life, but I hope you enjoy, and I'm going to jump straight back in with the questions that I found. I just thought this was the easiest way because I could not think of things to kind of like talk about myself, and I find it really difficult to talk about myself when there isn't a topic. If somebody says like, oh, describe yourself, I have no idea. And whenever anybody goes, oh, like, what are you into? I'm like, I don't know. So yeah, so I will jump straight back in with the questions, but I hope you have all been well since my last vlog. I am going to convert some of these videos into TikToks as well, so go and give them some love. But I hope you enjoy getting to know me. Okay, so the questions that are like where we left off was the last things that we spoke about was entertainment, and the next things are questions about possessions, which I think is really odd but kind of also important because I do have very special possessions. And I guess this is a little bit different to talk about online because I know there's a lot of kind of comments about like people's possessions, but this won't be a, oh, what have I got or anything like that. It's more of kind of things that, yeah, I don't know. Let's just jump in and see what happens. Okay, so the first question is like, if you could say 3 things from your home, what would they be? Yeah, so obviously my dog. I would save my dog. But I have, yeah, I actually have like no idea. There's like jewellery and stuff, but it's not necessarily like sentimental. I would save my bear, my moose that I showed you all in my previous video, Bob. I would save him, and well, I can't leave you guys behind, so I think I'd definitely save my camera. If you got stranded on an island with 2 things, what would they be? I think definitely if I got stranded, then I would only have the things that I would have on me. So 2 things that I carry all of the time would have to be lip balm. I always have lip balm with me, always, always. And my phone. I would always have my phone. So they would be the most likely things that I would be stranded with. Okay, number 4. How often do you shop for new things? No joke, it's gotta be like every day. I have always bought something every single day. I would not say that it doesn't always have to be like an item. I could have just bought like a piece of food or a drink or something, but there's a high chance that I have spent money every single day. Yeah, I can't even think of days when I haven't spent money. So yeah, I did go through like a difficult period in life, which I've explained in like previous videos, but I was still spending money every day, but they're mainly things that like I have to spend money on. So yeah. How often do you shop for new things? If it's like actual like things, maybe like once a week. How easy is it for you to get rid of old possessions? Not very easy. Clothes, very, very easy unless they have sentimental value. I can literally throw away my clothes, like they're literally nothing, because I'm always buying new clothes and I love buying new clothes. But actual things I really can't part with. I have my own like loft, like attic, and it is full of everything. Like I have kept like every single school book from school, any project that I've done at school, any like textbook or exercise book, like books that I've wrote in, they are all in the attic. Like I have all of them. Yeah, so no, I don't part with things very easily. What possessions fill you with joy? Definitely my wardrobe and my handbags. They're my loves. I absolutely love them. I have display shelves and I love to see all of my possessions and see what I have, and yeah, I love them. There's something that you paid too much money for but don't regret it. Oh yes. Yes. I have brought so many things that I have then gone, oh, that cost that much. but still kept it and not regretted it, because mainly handbags. They just give me so much joy. I just love them. Or a pair of shoes, yeah, coats, tops, and anything. I never live with regrets. Hence why I'm doing this, the Dating Diaries, because I don't want to regret and not have done it. But when I buy stuff, in my mind, the money is gone, and it's time to move on. So I have brought it, and if I know that I wanted it, then it's never a waste of money. Okay, so the next question is, what do you wish you had? And I think that is a really hard question in terms of possessions, because most of the time if there is something that I want, I will either just buy it or I will work for it. So I don't really have anything that I want, because I normally get it eventually, with hard work and dedication. And then the last one, if you were given £1,000 gift card, what store would you want it to be for? I think it would just have to be a multi-card. I don't think I could have one store. Yeah. But then I always do love a good Primark shop. So maybe Primark. Okay, and then the next section, because we have now finished the possessions questions, and they weren't like how I thought they'd be. They were more generalised. So yeah, so the next topic is about mindset, and there aren't many questions, but let's see, they might change somebody's mindset on me. You never know. So my general outlook on life, I think it's pretty positive, but I do like the phrase expect disappointment because you'll never be disappointed, because then it means that people can't let you down and you're always prepared. And I don't necessarily see it as a negative outlook, really, because I can still be positive while expecting to be disappointed, because I can get over my disappointment and carry on, and then if it is what I thought it was, there's no disappointment because I'm over it. And if it doesn't turn out how I thought it would, the only outcome that it can be is positive. So yeah, I think that's how I'd look at life. What is your attitude when faced with a challenge? So I quite like a challenge, and I like to plan and prepare. I wouldn't say that I am head on and would jump straight into it. I'd like to evaluate it first and see what is going on and the challenge, and see how I can put my own perspective on solving it. And yeah, but I like a challenge. I like a good challenge. How open am I to learning new things? So I quite like learning new things, as long as the person teaching me is encouraging and not down-putting. I think that is the hardest thing. Sometimes when people try and teach you new stuff, they can either be really enthusiastic and actually support you in growing and everything else, or they can be really like, oh, you don't know that, and like, yeah, that's not very nice. I have experienced a lot of that in my life, and it has set me back a little bit, but we are moving forward. I am much stronger. And yeah, learning new stuff is always a good thing. You can never not learn enough. How often do you reflect in an attempt to grow? I reflect all the time, just because you need to be reminded of why you want to grow and why you want to move forward and what you want to do in your life. And if you don't reflect and remind yourself of the reasons that you are wanting to grow, then you won't grow. So what is the most influential advice you've ever received? So I wouldn't have said this was necessarily advice, but a quote that I have heard people say is, you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. So I've always taken that as inspiration, really, to do whatever I want to, because no matter what I do, people are going to be watching, and if I don't do it, they will comment on what reasons why not. And that is something that I've always struggled with, of people telling me that I'm wrong. Kind of not generally, like if I get a question wrong, like that's fine, but just like living day-to-day life and people telling me that I'm not right. So I'm then damned because I didn't do what I wanted, But if I do what I want, at least I can be happy, and they're the ones that are damned. And then the last one of this section is, how much has your mindset changed? So I would say my mindset has changed quite a lot over the years, and I have become more mentally stable. Not that I was ever unstable, but I'm happy with how I am. I'm happy with how my thoughts are, and I feel like I can control my mind. But my mindset has changed towards relationships and how I want to live my life, and how hard work can change that. And yeah, I would say it has matured and grown over the years, which I think benefits everybody. Okay, and then the last section, and these are actually the last questions from this list, are completely random things. So yeah, let's jump in because I haven't read them. I've only read the title, and we will read them as we scroll. Okay, so the first question is, what fictional world would you want to travel to for a day? And I think I would travel to the world of Confessions of a Shopaholic. So it's a film, and I would kind of ping myself into the film to the bit before she looks at all of her credit card debt, where she is explaining how wonderful a store is and how a store will never love you like a man, because she's so happy swiping her credit card and she has no cares in the world, and she's looking at all the cashmere sweaters. And yeah, that's where I think I would travel to for the day, just to see what it's like to shop and not care. And then the second one is, what room in your house most represents you? So I definitely think it is the room that I'm in now. So if you can see, like, I sit on the end of my bed for my vlogs, because it's all white, and there's mirrors, and like there's shelving and there's hook, and it's all organised, and yeah, there's like leaves around on the walls. Like, I can't really show you, but it's like you can actually see it in my house vlog, which is a couple of videos back, so you can go and check it out, and I showed you actually how I created this room. But this is definitely my favourite room, and yeah, it represents me because it's all clean. It's always clean and tidy, and it's white, which is very calming, and yeah, it's kind of princessy. I have my princess bed and I love it. Okay, so this one, I don't know, this is a little bit intimate for a random question. It says, how clean are you? I am obsessively clean. I love everything to have like neat finishes so that it can be wiped clean. I don't like edges. I like it all to be curved, and yeah, I'm a very clean person. Very, very clean and tidy. What is a pet peeve that you have? So my biggest pet peeve is people that want to compete with me. If I am sitting there having a good old chat with somebody new and they want to compete with something that I've said, and it's like, oh no, I'm better at this, that is my biggest pet peeve, because it literally makes me want to hate you. It literally doesn't matter who you are. I am not very good with people that try and up themselves on other people. Like, let everybody be. Let you have your own confidence and your own love and your own success or your own kind of trauma all to yourself. Don't try and beat my trauma or my growth and my congratulations. Like, just don't. Yeah, no. That is my biggest pet peeve when it comes to other people. The next question, I was just about to say it then. The next question is, what phrase or word do you overuse when you talk? So I literally use it so much in videos, and I'm always like, yeah, okay, yeah. I use yeah a lot, and I don't think it bothers anybody, but it's kind of just a filler word. I'm now trying not to use it. But it's kind of just like a filler word that I use when I don't really know what to say and I stumble, and I don't have a very large word bank, vocabulary. So yeah, like all the time. And I think one of the earlier questions that I didn't answer was, if you wrote a memoir about your life, what would it be called? And I think it would have to be called So Yeah, because that's what I use all the time. when I'm talking. Yeah, let's move on before we say it too much and it sounds weird. Okay, if you could only eat at one restaurant for the rest of your life, where would it be? I love fancy restaurants and I love good food, but if I could only eat one place for the rest of my life, I would live at Mackey's. Mackey's, I am such a Mackey's girl. I absolutely love it. Would eat nugs for the rest of my life quite happily. So yeah, I would definitely live at Mackey's. But it means I'm a cheap date. You can just buy me some nugs and I'll be happy for the rest of my life. Okay, so what is something about your personality that you like? I like that I am quite happy to be exactly me. I have learned to love myself over many years and I wouldn't change it at all. I used to always want to put on a show in front of everybody else, but this is me. I am completely and utterly just myself, and all I can say is if you don't like it, bye. So yeah, that's what I love about myself, that I'm just me and I couldn't care less. Oh, this is a funny one, and I guess this is kind of like odd to like end it on. Maybe we'll find some more. But what would your friends be surprised to learn about you? I actually have no idea. I don't know. See, this is one of those questions that like people ask on a date that like really stumps you and you have no idea what to say. Yeah, I don't know. So I think I'm going to use something from my childhood. When I was little, I used to love Tom and Jerry cartoons. They were my favourite show, and I used to have all of the tapes, like the old videotapes of them, and I used to watch them on a VR player. And it's one of the things that I cherish from my childhood. And I love Tom and Jerry. So yeah. Okay, so I have found some more questions, and some of them are quite fun, so I thought we could start with them. What is one thing that can instantly make my day better? Pop-Tarts. I love Pop-Tarts with a passion. Anything American. If you got me a Gatorade or, yeah, Pop-Tarts, Cheez-Its. Oh, Cheez-Its are so good. Like any American snack. Oh, so good. This one is a fun one. Ideally, how would you spend your birthday? I would spend my birthday partying with my friends in the glitteriest dress ever, and most probably at some point the following morning be flat out, blacked out on the floor. That's how I spend most of my birthdays. I have started to do other stuff. Last year I went to the aquarium. This year I have no idea what I will be doing, but COVID restrictions should be gone, so I'm hoping to party the night away. Okay, so I thought I would kind of end the get to know me with a few more relationship questions, as I guess this is what these videos are all about. So I have a few here. I'm going to go through some and then we will move on, and hopefully, fingers crossed, be getting some dates in. You know, that would be quite nice. We can organise some dates and I can show you all the start of my dating journey. I'm actually really excited about this. So yeah, we're going to jump in with the relationship questions. Do you believe in love at first sight? Yes and no. I think that you can fall in love with somebody by the way that they look, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you love the person that they are. So no, I don't think you can fall in love at first sight. Okay, so this one, ooh, a little bit interesting. What is a relationship deal breaker for you? Kind of not being the person that you say that you are, or doing things that is illegal or puts my safety at risk, etc, etc. If you put my safety at risk, that is a no-go, or if I feel unsafe with you, I just want to leave. Yeah, I wouldn't stick around if I didn't like that. Or if you turned around and said that you didn't like me, that's also a big deal breaker. I've had that a few times. I've been with people and then they've just turned around and gone, oh yeah, I don't like the way that you look, or I don't like the way that you are. Like, oh okay, don't go out with me then. That's not my problem. sort yourself out. Yeah, so that would be a relationship deal breaker. What is the first thing I would look for in a partner? You have to make me laugh. I'd say I'm quite difficult to actually laugh. So if you could make me properly laugh, mate, you have got a 10/10. Because if I can laugh, cry when I'm with you, you are a keeper. Keep. So yeah, come at me and put in the comments your best joke or your best pickup line. I want to hear all of them. And I will respond to the ones that make me laugh, because you deserve credit, because that is a difficult job. Oh, this is an interesting one. Would you rather someone be honest and hurt your feelings, or lie to protect them? Honesty. Honesty is the key to everything. If you hurt my feelings, at least I know you were honest, rather than hurting my feelings because you've lied. Because that is something I will never forgive. If you lied to me and you don't have a reason that I can understand for your lying, and to protect me is not a good one, yeah, I can't forgive you for that. So always be honest. Always. Some things you can work through. But honesty is the best policy. Always. Okay, this one is funny because it could come up in relationships or not. So it says, how do you interact with someone who disagrees with you? I am quite a keep my mouth closed kind of person. I don't really like confrontation, but I would keep my mouth closed and hum to myself that they are clearly wrong and they're just making a fool of themselves, because, you know, princesses are always right. Nah, just kidding. I would respect their opinion, but yeah, I'd still stick to my own, unless I googled it and then I was wrong. But nah, I'd just stick with myself. Yeah, I don't think that I could fight with somebody that disagrees with me, because they're never going to agree with me. Unless it's something that I can prove that I'm right, then I might give it a go. Okay, so I am going to bring this part 2, get to know me, to a close. I hope you have all enjoyed getting to know me in these videos. I have actually really enjoyed sharing different things about myself that I didn't think I would, or might never have been brought up before. But yeah, I would love to see all of your jokes and your pickup lines in the comments below, and maybe put some questions in of other things that you would like to know about me. I'm quite happy to answer most things. Obviously, if they're too personal or kind of a little bit intrusive, I won't answer them. But yeah, send me a message on Insta with your questions if you don't want to put them in the comments, or put them in the comments below, and I will get back to you with them. So I hope you have all enjoyed this part 2, and I look forward to seeing you in the next part of the Dating Diaries.